Hello YouTube, this video is going to be about how to use your TikTok analytics to improve your live streaming. First of all, we're going to go through the videos, the trending videos. And see, I don't think the trending video, whether you have a video trending affects your live that much. And I have no proof behind that, but I will say when I did have videos trending, when in the millions of views, I wasn't necessarily getting more views on my live stream, and I'll show that when we get to my live stream stats. But what I would like to point out here is that in these 5 or 6 videos that I have that are going quote unquote live, this one's a dance video. Most of these are live stream cutouts where I edited together some parts of my live stream. Now, a lot of these were using trending audios from the current moment. And the video that is top was using a trending audio that was from the past, probably 4 months, 5 months, even 6 months ago. Interesting. That was interesting to me because it's a better quality audio for transitions, but it's an older trend. And I wanted to make that note because I think we can repurpose old trends, old audios for our newer content because people recognize they recognize that song, they recognize that trend that already happened, and they get like a little dose of nostalgia. They see like, what is something you're doing new with this? Or what is the creator that I like doing with this now? And so I had this video, pop off 13K. My videos aren't going crazy anymore, but we had this one happen, and it was interesting. So that's a little note. Definitely take advantage of old trends and old audio. I think, and I'm going to be doing that a lot more. I think the next one I'm going to really bust into is the Busta Rhymes one. Okay, let's get into the TikToks, the analytics. The first thing I want to get into is the follower activity. So this is just my main account, the analytics, and this is the one I wanted to look at, the actual follower activity metric. Looks like for my followers, I have the most amount of people live at around 7 p.m. Almost 60,000 people across the board. And that makes sense because most people in the United States, and that after work time is the time when most people are on their phones and vibing. And I want to actually show how that affects my live stream. So if we go over here, most of my lives are around that midnight time because I've been going to Fremont Street at that time. But if we go back here to some of the earlier minutes, some of the earlier times, I was going live. I had a live that was super early right here. This is the one I wanted to look at. This live was at 8 p.m. on April 21st. Okay? Now, look at these metrics. Now, this is one of the few lives that I had at 8 p.m. Now, okay, we had the next day where I tried 8 a.m. Interesting as well. I was really experimenting back in the day with different times going live. But 171,000 likes. I mean, average watch time, hour and a half. Insane. And this is me in Seattle, Kirkland, Washington. Not nearly as much stimulation as there is in Vegas, but these metrics are insane. Almost double the amount of views. I haven't gotten 100,000 views since this day, April 21st. So that just shows, I mean, you don't necessarily need anything crazy. You just need to take advantage of the right time. We can look around at some of these other times because I was going live in the morning, 5 a.m. Not so many, 5,000. If we just scroll through, 44,000 views. Now these, okay. Well, I will say as well, as I wasn't going live for as long, but I was still getting wild numbers here, and that's because I had some videos going viral. But look at these. I want to show you these 3 right here. Now this is an outlier. What is this? This was Friday. Okay, that's another thing. Friday, the weekend days, way better to go live. Tonight when I go live, I fully expect to get 200,000 views. I better get 2,000 views even. I better get 200,000 views even. So Friday is better than the other days because more people are watching their phones. Friday and Saturday, it's almost irresponsible to not go live on a Friday and Saturday. So we have those 2 numbers, and again, we have this Friday, 100,000 views just on the Friday, and then I went live again in the morning, and I got the same amount. Insane, right? And we were live for two more hours, and Lord knows I wasn't God knows I wasn't dancing up in this whole time. Or maybe I was actually. I was vibing. Okay, 114,000. That was a morning Zumba, if I remember correctly. Then we did this after work Zumba, 7 p.m. Again, 7 p.m. Look at that, 123,000 views, 7,000 diamonds, which is about around $30. Just a diamond is around 200 diamonds is a dollar. So if you do the math, it's $30. Insane. Now I want you to, and even we have some other times here, 7 p.m., 71,000 views. Again, the total views isn't the exact number because I'll show you some of the other metrics, but the views, as the views go up, all the other metrics go up, except for, obviously, the gifting, and obviously the followers and gifting are kind of independent of the total views, so fair enough. They don't necessarily, but obviously the higher number of views, this is going to be higher, right? 100,000 views, 700 people follow. 100,000 views, 800 people follow. Now let's go closer to recent history and see what's going on here. So recent history, I've been going live. I went live in the morning the other day, and I went live for it was about an hour of dancing and about an hour of talking. So, it's 30,000, and it was a little bit lower, right? And we look at what's going on here. Return viewer rate for the people that watch me, only about average watch time for my people who are following me about 6 minutes. Now, I think that what I also think about the follower watch time, I think that'll increase over time because I think a lot of people followed me from the homing from work stuff, and they're still following me. So we're losing homing from work followers as we move through the life. Maybe, and those people are more interested in a story than they are in the dancing that I'm doing. So if I go to Europe and I'm live from Europe, I think we'll get a higher watch time from some people than from some others. So that will be interesting. Obviously, people that are gifting me are people who are following me, people who are commenting. But we look at the times here. I've been going live later and later. Actually, on May 11th, I went live at 6 p.m. for an hour, and, I got almost not comparable, but we got a solid showing from going live at 6, which again, we should be taking advantage of that 7, 8, 9 p.m. time to see what's going on. Now, again, this was just Zumba. Imagine if I was out on the strip doing my shenanigans. We should check that out because the lives back in the day, I was outside doing my thing. This was one of the perfect. This is a perfect night, probably, with the cameraman. 17-minute, viewer watch time. Higher than in recent weeks. What did my friends say? It's just me here now. The squad I left. Definitely down to meet up. I'm at a Starbucks now, but we'll head down to the strip around 3, then have some time to kill. Okay, so I'll meet up with my friend later. Very interesting metrics here. But what I would like to highlight as well is the return viewer rate and the return watch time. It seems like my followers have a lower return watch time than the random people that are joining in. So that says to me that once we convert some people into followers, it's, and we'll also have a subscriber number over here at some point at the end of the month. But once we convert people into followers, they don't necessarily stay around to watch. So that means that we have to incentivize that, or we have to create a more engaging live stream through some means, whether that's we have to, whatever means. I don't know what that is, but we'll have to brainstorm that. But I think the average watch time by a random person is obviously always going to be higher because I am an enigma to random people, whereas the people that have seen me before, they've seen the blonde hair, they've seen the rompers, they've seen the dance moves, and they're not as flabbergasted or confused or whatever that is. I think that's 90%. So I wanted to highlight those two things. The time that you're going live is important, but to also play around with those times, because I've been playing around with those times, and from recent weeks, I've been doing only late night, but just looking at old videos, it's like I need to be going live at 8 p.m. I need to be going live at 7 p.m. I need to be going live for an hour, going off, going on, and I need to be playing with those different things, because I also think the other thing that I've been doing the last few weeks, is splitting up the lives. So I will go live at a time. I'll go live at midnight, cut it off around 1:30, and then go live again at 2. And so we kind of get a double boost. We get the initial, because my conspiracy theory is that there's a initial boost. You can get up to 1,000 people watching your video very fast, and then it'll drop down. But if you can keep those 1,000 viewers through whatever means, then you're off to the rocket race, and you're off to the thing. And then as far as the other thing that I did here on this good day, 259 followers, I came back to the camera every so often and said, "Hey, follow me," and I was kind of reminded people to follow. So I think I had a slightly better showing. Also, this was one of the nights where we didn't split up the live. We had this little thing at the beginning where we had an issue, but then we went back on, and then it was, we had no issues with the connection. So this obviously is going to show a little bit higher of a metric. It's going to look a little bit better than some of the other ones because of that. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do is start to cut off some of the lives as soon as the action ends, and then compare that with just a talking live afterwards. So maybe when I'm done with the night, cut it, and then get on again just to go home with people and just see how many people rejoin. Kind of compare that. Just a talking live versus the other ones. I think that's all I have to go through here. Oh, this is the last part. I don't think I went through this today. The actual live stream overview. And the main part I want to go over is the suggested live videos. So 87% of the views that I'm getting are from suggested live videos, which means that somebody clicks on a live video that's on their For You page, or they go to the live center and they click on somebody's live. And then they get bored or whatever, and they scroll, and that's when my video will appear. Maybe they scroll a few times, and that's when my video will appear. So most of the people that are viewing my live stream are coming from the scrollers, it's from the suggested live videos, and 5% are coming from their follow screen, 4% are coming from the For You page, and then almost 0% are coming from shares, almost 2% are coming from something from other. I don't even know what other would be. So that's another interesting metric, which says that, again, encouraging people to like the video and comment, not necessarily comment, but like the video so that TikTok decides to push it that much more, is more important than it's probably the most important thing, because likes are everything, and getting on the suggested page is everything. Lord knows I don't think the TikTok is experimenting with leaderboards and stuff like that. I don't think that those leaderboard. I don't know yet. I'm not on any of them. I don't know if those actually affect anything. I don't think they do. Lord knows I don't look at the leaderboards. Maybe some people do. Yeah. And I've been live for about a day for the last 7 days. Is that correct? 5 hours, 3 hours. Yeah, I've been live for a day and 5 hours. So we go live. It's a whole, that's a 24 hours for the past 7 days. But that also tells you that it's not a full-time job. 40 hours a week is a full-time job. I've only been live for, so I should be doing I can do more, is what I'm saying. So at least we got to see this duration at around 2 days if I'm really taking this job seriously. Other than that, thank you for watching this video. This one's a lot shorter than the other ones. I probably missed a few things, but let's make a small conclusion. My conclusion is, from my analytics, is go live earlier so I can possibly take advantage of some of the people that are getting off work and take advantage of that spike time when people are actually online. Look at incentivizing people to gift and to come back to future lives. Maybe have some level of increased engagement. What I was doing, I've been asking for people's ages and asking for where they're from. Shout out, where people are from. Shout out, if we got Gen X's, Gen Y's, Gen Z's in the chat, what's going on. People love that. We get a whole influx of comments every time we do that, which is fun. And people feel heard and watched, and I think you can get people that don't normally comment to comment, possibly. uh, other than that, that's the 9 yards, man. I hope you know I'm out here. I'm gonna be implementing some of this stuff. I hope I'm successful, and I hope anybody that's watching this. I hope you're successful. Put any comments or any questions or well wishings in the thing, uh, and we'll be out to the races. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Oops. Bye.